Breaking news insiders. The mainstream media have yet again attacked Catherine, Princess of Wales, and have totally ignored the charity work that Prince William is doing. Today, I'm bringing you this story to highlight how corrupt I believe the mainstream media are, because they cannot possibly continue to be nice to Catherine or Prince William. They have to use other people's voices to continue to be snidey and attack them. I am sharing to the stage this story from the Daily Mirror, Royal Family Live. William and Kate blasted over outrageous demand at New Forest Lodge home. It then goes a step further with an additional story saying, exclusive Kate and William leave people in tears with selfish move at new home. Let's go to the first story. And I just want to say, insiders, that you may notice some Christmas decorations. But first of all, I have said consistently, the mainstream media are incapable of writing positively about all members of the royal family at the same time. We've seen Princess Catherine and Prince William this month do some incredible charity work. They have not put a foot wrong. If there should be bad coverage consistently about anyone, we know who it is: Harry and Meghan. But whether it be for clickbait, whether it be their nasty agenda towards Catherine, Princess of Wales, and Prince William, we see the mainstream media go for them again. And so I want to read this story to you. Let's go. So here we go. First slide. A local has branded Prince William and Princess Kate selfish for moving to Forest Lodge, arguing that the true cost to the public is way more devastating and far-reaching than people realize. After several nightmare years of 2 cancer diagnoses, the late Queen's death, and a string of family scandals, William and Kate made a fresh start last month by moving into their forever home of Forest Lodge, a £16 million mansion nestled in the sprawling grounds of Great Windsor Park. But the big move has already been tainted with uproar from upset locals, who in September say they suddenly woke up to the distressing news that they could no longer access vast swathes of oak-studded open fields. They say that around 150 acres of previously publicly accessible land has been closed off to accommodate the Wales and their 3 children, with their safety and security being the highest concern. For Tina, who owns a home on the opposite side of Forest Lodge, it's a huge blow. I'm sorry. I'm just going to come in here. It's not a huge blow, Tina. Losing a family member is a huge blow. Having to do a slightly different dog walk because our future king and queen have moved in and their security has to be taken into account. That's not a big blow. Not a huge blow, Tina. Absolutely ridiculous. Baffled by Kate and William's decision to shut locals out, Tina told the Mirror, it's clearly a selfish act, allowing a huge amount of public land to be closed, expecting other families to be evicted and increasing public costs, so they have sufficient security living in an area which didn't have police protection before. I doubt they gave a second thought to the implications of others. Right, Tina? What you're saying is utterly pointless. But the fault here lies with the Daily Mirror. The Daily Mirror have chosen someone to ultimately push a narrative and an agenda that they cannot be seen to be doing themselves. So, to me, this looks like the mainstream media have gone and found someone that is going to push a certain narrative that they want to run. But it gets worse because the Mirror go further with the second piece, exclusive. Kate and William leave people in tears with selfish move at new home. The Prince and Princess of Wales' big move to Forest Lodge in Windsor has been met by fury from some locals who have had their walking routes restricted. But one dog walker says the impact is far more devastating than many realize. The words that the Daily Mirror are using regarding some fields being closed off is outrageous. And I'm going to read you this second piece, which I think is absolutely disgusting. And the Daily Mirror and the rest of the mainstream media need to wind their necks in, because this is disrespectful, it's rude, it's calculated, and they are going out of their way to write negatively about Catherine and William. So, this second piece says, a Windsor local has branded Prince William and Princess Kate selfish for moving to Forest Lodge, arguing that the true cost to the public is way more devastating and far-reaching than people realize. Are they joking? I am furious. That those are my words, not the article. Continue. After several nightmare years of 2 cancer diagnoses, the late Queen's death, and family scandals, William and Kate made a fresh start last month by moving into their forever home. Now, this article then just regurgitates everything else within the other article, and it then goes on to say that thousands of acres of land have been taken over. Well, I thought in the other article they said it was 150 acres of land. But what you don't see these media outlets focusing on is they're not focusing on this, are they? Prince William's homelessness charity, Visit. Now, Prince William has long been a supporter of homelessness with an amplifying people's voices, raising awareness. And again, this is an amazing move we see from him, because when it comes to things like addiction and homelessness, they're often seen by people in the public eye as not attractive charities. People don't get to do the glitzy photo calls, and it's an area that many people avoid. We've seen Prince William do sleepouts before for Centerpoint, and it would be really nice if the mainstream media just for one day could be nice to Catherine and William. But oh no, the coverage regarding William's incredible visit is few and far between. And it says, Prince William visits Centerpoint to mark his 20th anniversary. The Prince of Wales visited homelessness charity Centerpoint on Tuesday to mark a special 20th anniversary of his patronage. Centerpoint is one of William's longest patronages, having taken over from his mother, the late Princess Diana, who became patron in 1992. And then we've got a lovely picture of Prince William walking, and it's very relaxed. This is what I love about the charity work that Catherine and Prince William do. It's very relaxed. It's relatable, and there's nothing they'd never put a foot wrong with this at all, and they have had an amazing month. But no doubt the palace will lock them in soon again, because obviously King Charles never gets this reception. Queen Camilla never gets this reception, because we know who we love, and it's not, I don't think, King Charles and Queen Camilla. So it says during his visit, the prince joined staff and young people who have been supported by the charity to celebrate 20 years of his commitment to them. He also joined them in creating the charity's new Wall of Hope mural, which was co-designed by a group of young people and artist, Lanre Olak MBE. So, insiders, this is what I want to tell you. Okay, these articles are created by people in a newsroom who are going to search for them, in my opinion, and I have contributed as an expert to these very pieces previously. And I'll give you an example. They would say, could you comment on this couple moving to America? So I would, and it wasn't Harry and Meghan actually, it was someone else. But I'd give them a comment, and my comment was positive, and they'd say, oh, but could you give some comments about people being in uproar about them moving into the neighborhood? No, because they're not. No one is in uproar. Or could you push this angle? This is what we're looking for. And this is how these pieces come about. Fake news, in my opinion. Avoid. And another reminder to the palace. Kai, ask the insiders. We're just wondering, do you think you could just remind the national media outlets, including the Daily Mirror, that Princess Catherine hasn't been Kate Middleton for 14 and a half years? Maybe that one slipped through the net palace, but if someone, just anyone in the comms team could start to do their job, we'd all be awfully grateful. I'm sure Catherine, Princess of Wales, would be too. So, insiders, keep your eyes open for these grifty little tricks the mainstream media are trying to do to stir up anger and hatred. And remember, this is for profit propaganda from them. They just want money, and you deserve